Coach, free game, consultation fees, and membership. Hello, family. My name is Joe Brown, aka Black Phoenix. I'm the owner of HogOn Welding and the founder of HogOn University. Today, I wanted to talk to you about a title that was given to me, the Welding Coach. A lot of people from our nationality, from African American or Black Native, call me the Welding Coach. And they was like, man, anytime I need some information when it comes to how to weld or how to do the business or how to get the job or how to think outside the box, you are the person I need to holler at. You know what I mean? So a lot of times I get a lot of inboxes. Here lately, I've been getting inboxes and requests and information that was sent over just for me to help guide someone. It was like, hey man, what do you think about this? What's the best direction I need to go? And I just want to state this publicly for the record. When it comes to encouraging you and giving you some welding tips and how to get your employment or how to get yourself started, sometimes it's hard for us to know what direction we need to get the ball rolling. When it comes to that, family, it's free game. I want to see you win. I don't care what color you are. I don't care who you are. If you hungry and you come to me and say, hey, I need some assistance, I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you the free game. Because one thing I know about game, it takes the person initiative to actually make it work. So I can give you $1 million worth of game, but if you don't put $1 million worth of work ethics behind it, it's going to be useless to you. So I don't have no problem with giving a person tips. I love to encourage if I see someone going the wrong way. If it's on employment in a different state or city and I know some information, I pass it down. When it comes to building resumes, a lot of my people I'm understanding now that's welders are getting into the field. They don't understand how to build a resume or how to go into a job interview or how to actually gain some traction for themselves once they finish school. And it's all about the hustle, family. I could say, I could keep it short, but I'm knowing that there's certain things you got to do when it comes to finishing school, when it comes to getting your employment and finding a job, especially if you're a felon. Because a lot of my brothers and sisters that hit me up like, hey man, I'm just getting out of prison or I'm just getting out of jail, I got this felon. You think I can be able to do this? And I'm going to tell you something. Doors have been locked for me being a felon, but a lot of doors have been open. And I always looked at it like this. If they judge me due to me having a felon, it wasn't meant for me to be there anyway. I just knocked the dust off my shoe like Christ said and go to the next house. You know what I'm saying? Don't even sweat it. Just keep pushing. So when it comes to encouraging you and want to see you do good, man, and want to see you gain more education, I'm all for it, family. My consultation fees, they come in when you want to do business, when you want to set your welding career up as a business, when it comes to turn a trade into a business, or when you say, hey, I want to know the right way to go establishing this business, and I give you my personal expertise on what I have learned and what I have did right and wrong. So when it comes to my consultations, normally they start off at $150 to $250. Normally the $250 now is normally I talk over our, normally those conversations about a couple hours over the phone. And sometimes they can get lengthy and it comes with more EIN information when I send emails over. I give the person everything they need. And then I have the basic one that I've been charging $150 for. And it's to get established with your business, EIN, AWS information, answer any questions you need, show you some tips. And both of those are set up for two different reasons. I got one for the low scale for $150, and the one that's $250 now. It gets more in depth because I have people asking me more in depth questions. So I want to be able to kill several birds in one stone. Those who have a small budget, I got one for $150. Those who want to increase their budget, I have one for $250. Now, the membership is actually $500. That $500 membership is anytime you need any information, you can always reach out to me, email or phone, and we'll set up a time so we can discuss whatever the situation is. And it's also a community. Say if we're trying to get some things going together and we got a community of 10 people. So if we got a community of 10 people, why do we need a bank? If all of us got a business, if all of us focus and all of us on the same page, 10 people can come together and put $1,000 a piece. That's $10,000. Make an investment or build something or whatever the situation is. It's a team thing. And we have to break the mentality of thinking that we have to do everything the traditional way, going through the bank. We don't have to do that, family. The Reloaded podcast by Willie D and Scarface had Johnny on there, and Johnny was talking about Johnny the Diamond guy. He was talking about how he started out networking, and I think that we need to use that same concept, and that's what the membership is. The membership is to help us make investments, is to also help give us information. As I learn, as I get more things, I share it. We'll be able to jump in carpools of investments. We can be able to network. It's more of a network and being able to turn your money into a powerhouse. Not only you getting information, but you being able to network with other people. Because if it's 10 of us, family, look at what we can do. If it's 100 of us, look what we can do. And a lot of times you have to be on the same page. So when you are creating a membership or you're creating a team of people, everybody's on the same page. No one's selfish. We all know what we put in. We all know what we're getting out. So there's no such thing as I'm going to put 10% in and I'm going to expect 100% out. No, we know what we put in. We know what we're getting out. So that's what I want to do when it comes to the membership. My goal is to help throughout the country. I have helped several people. I do have members now. I have several people. I give information. Some people just call for encouragement. And I do that too because I think in the membership, it's also therapy. A lot of us deal with a lot of mental issues that we grew up with. We have things we need to just get off our chest sometimes and just talk, just to see things through. It's also that too, because I figure why pay so much to talk to a stranger when you can actually talk to one of your members, one of your brothers, or sisters, or someone that won't take it out of the room and you can be able to relate to, because we all have sometimes similar stories. And sometimes we can have members in the group that can have a stronger struggle than we have. And sometimes you go through something like, man, but so-and-so survived. And it gives you strength because you see someone that was in a worse situation than you that actually overcame and did something great. So I think that with us creating a membership, a team with HogOn, I think that the goal is to actually put us together. We don't network a lot. You know what I mean? It's only a few of us. A lot of times we get the big head and want to count somebody else's money, but we need to break that curse. So with me being a welding coach, my goal is to help anyone who reach out. In any state, I have had people reach out from over country in different countries, from Jamaica, I have some people reach out from England, some people from Africa, some people from, one guy, I want to say he was from around Germany area. Like I say, I know a few different people reach out, man, and I'm humbled to have subscribers and followers that like the information. And I'm not all puffed up and full of BS neither. You know what I mean? I don't like to talk about things I don't know. And if I'm wrong in something, I don't have no problem with saying I'm wrong. But I do know one thing. We need the education. And welding is a tool, family, that we can use. And we can go anywhere in this world and make something happen. I had a guy tell me the other day, he said, Joe, one thing about you I can say, you learn how to survive. We can drop you in the middle of anywhere. You're going to come up with something to eat. Let me check in. I see people checking in. Good rising, good rising. Hello, King. Appreciate you checking in. Africa, I was just talking about you, man. What's going on now? What's going on, King? What's going on, family? Thank y'all checking in. I know it's early. My goal is to come up. I just want to go live and talk about being a welding coach, because I have a few people that reach out to me from Instagram, through Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, any way that, a person can reach out and give me a message. Sometimes I don't see certain things, and sometimes YouTube will hide certain messages or certain things if it has certain words in it. And I actually have to go in and see like the messages that was silent or whatever, maybe because of a word or something. So I'm trying to figure that out. But my goal is to reach back out. So I'm not full of myself. You know what I mean? I really want to help. I'm humble. And my goal is not only to just be a welding coach, but I'm also creating a welding facility with the HogOn University. My goal is to start training. And I know I can't. The crazy thing is, I feel like if I can get a classroom, in my personal opinion, with 10 at a time, 20 is great, but if I can get 10 at a time in a rotation, and as I gain more equipment, because you got to think, it's welding equipment for each booth. It's this for each booth. That's a lot of money that's being invested. But if I can get everything set up where I can do a turnaround of 10, a turnaround of 12, what the people and the lives that we can change, man, is amazing. And I heard a young brother say that from Little Rock, he actually interviewed the homeless, and he's in Atlanta. In Atlanta now, I think his name is Glow Jays. He said something the other day in an interview that really caught my attention. He said that I feel it's my purpose, or it's everyone's purpose, to at least help one person before we leave this earth. And you know what? I have had many people inbox me and tell me how my story has motivated them, encouraged them, helped them survive. The more they have learned about me, the more, they have came and grasped with themselves that knowing that they can do anything. So my goal is just to share my story. And honestly, I be naked and ashamed with a lot of things, naked and unashamed with a lot of things, because it is what it is. Once you lived it and you go through it, there's no need to spice it up. I've been having conflict. I've been working on a book, family, and I want to keep everything completely honest and real in the book. If I have to change a name or something, but I want to keep things real. And I was watching a guy who actually wrote a book, and the book did good, but the guy was having an interview, and one of the guys asked him about a specific spot in the book, and he said, "Oh, that area, I kind of beefed it up and changed it up a little bit just to make the book more interesting." And he was like, "Oh." And it was one of the questions he really wanted to ask about, and I can tell that the interviewer was kind of disappointed that was fake. He was like, "Man, I wanted to ask you about that. I didn't know it wasn't. I just made that up just to make the book look good." And I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want to just, blow some smoke up somebody, but just so I can say, "Oh yeah, I can blow smoke." Life is real, family, and we survive different things, and everything that we survive is like to me, it's like a badge of honor. And someone would see that badge, even if you don't see that badge, and like, "Man, I like that, man. I was going through that myself. You survived that." So I think a lot of times we're just living by example, encouraging and showing others that they can survive anything. And me coming from a rural area, family, I'm in my hometown right now in McGee, Arkansas, population under 5,000 people. And this is a cotton field area. It's a good old boy system, and it's different here. But I'm knowing that in order for me to do anything, just like I learned before I left, I have to be independent. I have to network with people of like-minded. Thinking that I'm going to network with my own people here to get something established, it just doesn't happen. Even from the scriptures, we are told a prophet is not accepted in his own home. I have actually helped more students since I've been here that's not from my hometown, that's from here, and I'm right here. Few people I have opened up the door and said, "Hey, you just got out of prison, man. Come over here. I'm gonna help you out, man." I haven't seen them yet. I can't make nobody want to do better. And then you hear him sometime, like one guy here, I reached out to an opportunity 4 months ago, family. And I seen him the other day, he asked him for $5 from somebody. Not for me, but I noticed, I'm like, bro, he don't even have to go through that. But he refused to humble himself and learn from me. Think it. Last time I seen him, he said he was going to be he was going to get on. And then next time I seen him 4 months later, I asked him $5. So we got to change our mentality, family. And my goal is to help those who are hungry. I'm knowing that, some people are going to look at you from a distance and they'll judge how they learn it, why they getting it, but not knowing how valuable it is. Not knowing how valuable you can take some information. Like I taught a student here right now that's in Dumas, Arkansas, making $20 an hour. He learned in my garage, family. I taught him right here. He was humble enough to come down and participate in my program. And he even said, he said, "Man, I'm so glad that I came, and we still got hours, family. We still got some time." But he was able to get a job before we even finished our 50 hours. So he was able to learn enough skills. He was able to critique what he knew to get a job, and then on that job, he's going to get even better because that's all they do, repetitive. And he's in a booth now where they actually give them a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks just to practice, to get their game together before they jump on the floor. So the opportunity is grand. Here go a brother, out of prison, found out about me, took his money. He took his own money, family. The course that he actually invested in was $1,000. And right now, the ones that's most popular are my $550, my $750 course, the $1,000 course, and then the $1,500 course. And those are pretty much the ones I do on a big scale. A lot of times, normally when it gets into the big ones, most people, they tend to shy away. They'll rather get a grant loan and go spend $15,000 versus coming to me spending $3,000. You can spend $3,000, $3,500 with me versus spending $10 at a college. And I remember I got said, man, you losing money, man, but no, I'm not. Because I don't have the same overhead that they do. I don't have the line of people I got to pay like they do. And I'm giving it passionately. I really want to see a person win. So we have a different motive and agenda. So I just wanted to say I am a welding coach. You know, I embrace that title because it was given to me. But I really want to see my people win. Anyone that got the desire to come to weld. You know, there's so many things you can do with welding. I have turned welding into a business, and now I can't lie. Right now, I've been feeling a little stagnant since I've been here in my hometown. I've been working with the house, and you know, as you work on certain renovations and you build certain things, you're gonna get to a time where you're gonna feel burnt out, family. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna be like, "What is my direction?" And I think those are the times, family, where we have to just regroup, refocus, remember why we are doing what we're doing, and jump back on the ball and keep it going. But it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to get discouraged at times because it's going to happen. So I just wanted to share my story. I just wanted to say that I am a survivor and I want to help you survive. You know, a lot of us have kids and children growing up now that's getting caught up in the system, family. I was one of those kids. I got caught up in the system basically at 14. And then I'm going to prison, get locked up at 15, turned 16 locked up, and did from 16 to 26 years old in prison. You know, and we can break those curses, but I didn't have the information that I have now to provide. And I'm knowing that the right information can change a life because I have been around them. I know, you know, I've been around the youngsters. You know, I got a nephew now who's got 20 years and he's about to come home soon. And my goal is to help him learn a trade. You know, get him the skills so he can make his own money, do his own thing, have his own independence. That's very important. And I know as he go, he'll find his way. But hopefully he'll talk to me and we can chop it up because he always respected me. When I came over, he always looked up, "What up, Unc?" You know, so hopefully I can talk to him and give him some game. You know, I hate that, you know, a lot of times, even my sister have 6 kids right now. And I want to be able to help some of her boys, her girls. And even though that we don't talk like we should, you know how sometimes family are, my heart is still there. And my mom, that was her whole focus. She taught me, she put that seed of welding in me and taught me the things she taught me because she wanted me to pass it down to her kids, her grandkids, our family. And I'm willing to pass it down to them and everyone. So it's okay at times when people don't come around, but eventually they will. Don't get discouraged by the numbers, family. It is a numbers game when it comes to social media and certain things and getting endorsements and, you know, having people behind you. But whatever you have a passion to do, just do it from the heart. Don't worry about the numbers. If you're going to be blogging with your welding, whatever you're going to do, just do it from the heart. And think outside the box, family. Always think outside the box, always, because that's how you're really going to open up a great door for yourself. I think I missed a couple messages. I want to make sure I got everybody in. Appreciate it, man. That's my goal to give back. I appreciate that. You know what, brother? It's crazy that you said you need me in Africa because I was talking to a few people about eventually coming over there. That's one of my goals. You know, it literally is. It's one of my goals is to go back. And I would like to go back where I can be able to have everything set up to teach, you know, to be able to be a part of a movement and to just give, you know, to have my setup where I don't need anything and I can just help and provide in the right areas. So I've been doing a lot of research. I know there's a lot of scamming. There's a lot of different stuff going on. There's a lot of things you can buy that's not really yours, you know what I mean? So I've been doing a lot of research over there. And then when that time comes, yeah, I'm most definitely focused on going. I got to get my a few things together with my kids. My goal is my son right now is 10 years old. He'll be 11 this year. And by the time all of my kids are grown, family, in the Lord's will, if I'm alive and well, I would like to go back to Africa and dedicate the rest of my life over there with helping them and just giving back and actually dying over there. I would be cool. If I don't die over there, I would like to be in my hometown, in my mama's house like she did. You know, one day just get old and pass away. It is what it is. But if I could do that, that'd be a blessing. But the only reason I say I want to wait till my kids are older because that way I can send them over there to come see me. Some of them might want to stay. Some of them might come and visit some here and there. But I'm having so many issues with my youngest that it's best that I stay around. You know, that I stay around in the country until he is up in age. So right now, like I say, I'm 42. Well, I'll be 42 next month. I'm 41. I'll be 42 in March the 29th. Salute to my big homie, XL Flooring, man. My guy XL, he always followed me from Mobile, Alabama. He had a birthday over this week, and hopefully he did good, man. My guy just turned 42, do great flooring. So if you need someone in the area, you in Alabama, Pensacola, all around up in that area, Mobile, he do flooring, man. The guy is excellent at what he does, so y'all should check him out. Just had a big 42 birthday. Like I told him, he leading the way, I'm coming behind him. But I think that it's good, man, to build a partnership with us, a membership with your people that really want to network. Like I say, it don't ever start off big, but once things get to blowing up, you're gonna have a lot of people that's always want to be a part of what you're doing. You know, once you start your business and get to going, you're gonna see people jump out the woodworks you never seen, family, friends, associates, all that good stuff. And sometimes people can look at you and think you're doing a lot better than what you really are. And I think that's what social media do. I think social media can really beef things up like Hollywood. And once you really see it, you're like, oh man, that ain't what I thought it was. You know what I mean? But like I say, my goal as a welding coach is to give free game. It's to encourage, it's to see people grow, win. I don't care what nationality you're from or where you're from. But most definitely, I was sent here for my people. Just like Christ was sent here for his people when they rejected him and he gave it to everybody. I was sitting here for my people. I really want to see my African Americans grow, my Black natives grow, those who can't read or write, those who in rural areas, those who trying to figure it out. I want to break those chains, man, because I'm one of those children that was raised in that cotton field too. I was in that plantation too. I'm the last generation, I would say, to actually chop cotton. I went out there and got my school clothes, family. Going to school, chopping cotton, you know what I mean? So I had witnessed the struggle. Like I know what the system can do to you. And what's so crazy about it, I even have family members that I love that was officers in the prison. And I got family members that got charged and they end up almost going to prison. Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? And we have to break curses. And we have to stand on what we believe, even if no one else believes it. So my goal is with HogOn University is to give back. Today I got my Pan-Africa on. It's Black History Month. We got one more day. And I always say Black History 365. I got my red HogOn hat on. And everything I got on is significant. I just want to talk about that because it's my Pan-Africa shirt. You know, the red, the green, and the black, as you see. And I got my red hat on because the blood that was shed. In America, many of us was hung. Many of us was killed. And there's a lot of blood on the heads of our families. So today, I wore a red hat to represent the blood that was shed in our country for our people. And in Africa, that was shed for those who was trying to bring them over here and those who fought. So I just give salute to my people who had passed, who had died for the movement. So out of respect for everybody that we have lost, historical, those we know and don't know, I just want to take a moment of silence just to show them love, just to give them respect and honor to our ancestors. God bless them. God bless you. Keep being prosperous. Keep maintaining. Hold on.